Okay, my name is Barbara. I'm from Germany, and I'm one of the entrepreneurs in residence, and I focus on design. So the company I'm going to introduce, they actually also signed up with a totally new idea, totally other idea, what they actually are pitching to you today. So like 3 weeks ago, they had an amazing idea, what I think is going to has great potential in the world, and especially here in Africa. And they were sometimes really driving me mad in the last 3 weeks because we worked very, very closely together. But I'm very proud of being actually part of this process. And yeah, I think they did an amazing job, and I think this service can get huge. So MyDoorHandle.
Hi guys, my name's James. I'm CEO of MyDoorHandle, which is a brainchild of our CTO here, Steve. MyDoorHandle is a fast and reliable address solution for the emerging markets. So, the need, the problem, what does it solve? What does it do? What does it look like today? Traditional street addresses just simply don't work in the developing world. In Africa here, we have a problem with commerce, and obviously delivery is a main part of commerce. 31 cities in Africa with a population of 1 million plus. And those cities are growing at 4.5% year on year, which means it's just getting in even more of a mess, and something needs to be done, and we're there to do it. So, as you've heard from Sylvia and some of the other startups, the e-commerce opportunity is huge in Africa. I mean, that's why we're all here, right, today. South Africa alone has a $1.3 billion spend on e-commerce, and that's growing 40% year on year. The payment solutions, credit card distribution here in Africa is very, very low indeed. So cash on delivery is a massive opportunity for e-commerce. In Africa and South Africa, indeed, there are very few players doing this. Rocket Internet are actually pioneering cash on delivery with a few other players. So you can't go and pick up the cash, deliver the product if you can't find the place, and that's where we come in. So we want to ride the wave of Africa approaching that 80% cash on delivery scenario in India. But it goes beyond that. So DHL, UPS, FedEx, major couriers, they have a severe problem delivering into Africa, and even in major cities there's an issue. So we're there to fix that too, and we'll show you how. So how does the door handle make people happy? Well, a door handle is a URL pointing to a physical location. So here you have the example of a Mandler family. The Mandler family, they require services and products delivered to their house. It could be shoes, it could be pizza, it could be an ambulance if, God forbid, one of their kids was sick or something, or a member of the family was sick. But then Mrs. Mandler, she's like, you know, we need stuff. And the guy on the end of the phone is like, where do you live? And Mrs. Mandler says, you're never going to find us, mate. So here's our door handle. So Steve now is going to show you a demo of our product. So quickly, Steve.
Thanks, James. Okay, creating a handle is a very simple process. Firstly, you define your location. This can either be done manually or automatically via geolocation. You can also pinpoint your exact location by moving the pin on the map. With that confirmed, you then give your door handle a name. This is validated for uniqueness. Then your cell number or your email address as a reference. Then optionally, you can give further details or description of your location, as well as an optional photograph. Clicking on the Save button, your door handle is instantly created. If you view a handle, you're shown a map with the location from which you can get very quick directions via Google Maps. You can also very easily share your handle via a number of methods, including email, QR code, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks, James.
So a simple solution. Thanks, Steve. So why will we be #1 in Africa? Well, there's one key reason. The penetration of smartphones is only 12% in this market. The 88 remaining percentage is obviously feature phones. We are feature phone enabled. Our partners, our competitors, we'll never call them partners again. Our competitors are not feature phone enabled. And that actually serves us well in going beyond Africa, so remaining emerging markets, India, the Middle East, the Far East, you name it, will be there eventually. So our go-to-market, beyond traditional online and traditional marketing methods. We've identified an opportunity with e-commerce players. So e-commerce players within their pipelines to feed our door handle user base. We hope to actually have an integration, an API integration with them to enable their deliveries. This is actually a screen grab of the e-commerce pipeline of Yum, which Yum is one of the largest food delivery services in Africa. in Kenya, sorry. WTF actually stands for what to fill in, not what the other one. And actually, I have to be very careful here because the CTO of Yum is actually watching via the live feed. So sorry, Jacob, your pipeline, you're talking about directions from the nearest landmark, but that's something you have to do. But we can help you with that, obviously. So in terms of the guys we can go after, Zando.com would obviously be a potential customer of ours or partner of ours to feed that user base. Then beyond that, we go as far as Property24 for real estate, etc. You know, if you want to go and look for a house to buy or rent, it's no good if you can't actually find the place. So we enable that for Property24 and their customers. In terms of traction so far, we've had agreement from both Zando and Yum to actually test this on their site as a pilot basis over the next 2 months. The business model, well, with e-commerce, when they're delivering, and also with those courier companies I was discussing earlier, they have a problem where the driver is looking for the place, he's scratching his head, he can't find out where it is, so he then has a chance to use our solution, which is actually sending a URL via SMS, and what the user gets to do is to click on a link and actually create a door handle via our solution, which is then used by the delivery company. Now, this is monetizable. We can charge, we think, we'll test this, up to 6 cents per SMS. There are thousands of couriers in Africa, and then we have the e-commerce solutions beyond that, e-commerce platforms beyond that. In terms of our traction, we ship fast. Steve iterates like crazy. He's an animal. He's very unusual in Africa in terms of his coding ability. We conceptualized via a pivot the product 2 weeks ago. After 1 week, we had an MVP. That's incredible. Within 1 week after that, not only had Steve actually enabled the 88% of the feature phones in Africa to use our product, we'd also done our homework on the marketing side. It's still early days, but right now we're generating 50 on average door handles a day, and 2,300 visitors have visited the site in the last 8 days, and that's fantastic. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to build for scale. We're going to sort out the B2B API integration, go live with Zando, with Yum, with the other guys we have in the pipeline. Beyond that, we're going to door handle the world, basically. We're going to start with Africa and then move beyond that. In terms of the traffic itself, we have 60% direct visitors, which means that these door handles are being shared, and we expect that figure to increase. So the opportunity for the guys in this room, we're looking at a scalable investment opportunity born in Africa with global potential. We'd love to talk to individuals or a set of individuals with a $60,000 injection in mind. Now, what will that go towards? Well, 35,000 of that will go towards salaries to keep the current team going, and then also $25,000 on a marketing spend. That combined will get us to a critical point or critical mass where we can actually scale explosive growth towards our goal of dominating the de facto address system for emerging markets. And we'd love to come and talk to you to come and talk to us today. We're based just over here. This is a team, COO Kish, who's not actually on stage right now, but we'd love to have a chat with you. Thank you.